Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now July 5th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that they are in a phase of desperation and damage control in order to really get the ball rolling again and to really bring Star Wars back on its feet. And they're primarily focused on their new Star Wars TV shows, their new Star Wars movies, their new video games, books, novels, and comics, and so on and so forth, to really try and at least make this better, or at least on the same exact level as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to really give the fans something to truly look forward to and to actually have quality Star Wars stories being put out by Disney now that Kathleen Kennedy no longer has any form of creative control over the new Star Wars projects, except for 2 Star Wars TV shows that are going to be in live action and animated form. Now, with that being said, of course, a lot of fans have been looking forward to the 4th Star Wars trilogy of movies, also known as the new Star Wars trilogy, that's really going to take a darker turn for Star Wars. It's going to have a darker feel to all of this. And one thing about the new trilogy is that it is going to have very, experienced directors and writers coming on board with the help of George Lucas as well. Now, the thing that's so exciting about this is that they are also getting help from Marvel's Kevin Feige to really help with the structure of this new trilogy and how it should all be laid out. Now, with that being said, with both Disney and Lucasfilm now finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are now focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films as well as their new Star Wars universe. It's explained that Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are mainly focused on the new trilogy movies in order to evolve the Star Wars franchise moving forward. Now, it's described that Kevin Feige is still in the talks with Keanu Reeves to become a part of the new Star Wars universe, and that they already have him locked in for a major role in the new trilogy. Keanu's character is aimed to be one of the most powerful Sith Lords that have lived in the Star Wars galaxy, with the use of a curved lightsaber blade and living on the world of Exegol, the same world seen in The Rise of Skywalker with Palpatine, which would indicate that this actual new trilogy is actually aimed to take place many years before the events of the prequel trilogy era by George Lucas. Now, additionally, it's noted that Keanu's character is aimed to be a Sith King of sorts that was the original Sith that used the throne, as seen in the world of Exegol, where Disney is aiming to introduce a brand new Sith war against the Jedi in a unique way for this trilogy, and that the new trilogy is aimed to take place throughout the ages while also connecting all to each other in different ways. The character is described to be inspired from an abandoned concept by George Lucas for an original story that was going to be a part of Star Wars Legends back in 2011 before it was cancelled, that will now be brought to life with George's help as well. So here's the thing about this new trilogy, is that they are basically using this character that they want Keanu Reeves to portray based on one of the original concepts by George Lucas for a specific Star Wars Legends story that he was going to originally release back in 2011 before Disney took over Lucasfilm in 2012. Now, let's not forget that one of the best Star Wars Legends books out there is Crucible. I love it. It's an amazing book with Luke, Han, and Leia. Go ahead and check it out. I believe it was released in 2013, just after Disney bought out Lucasfilm, and just after pretty much all of Legends was wiped out. Here's the thing about this. Now, this character is actually set to be based on the world of Exegol, which would give us a deep connection to The Rise of Skywalker. This also connects to what we heard a couple of months ago, that J.J. Abrams initially had connections to this new trilogy that was being made before, of course, The Rise of Skywalker even released. We learned this not that long ago. And this could very well be one of those connections. The world of Exegol showing up in this new trilogy that's going to take place many, many years before the events of Episode 1. And keep in mind, a lot of people don't know this, but that throne that we do see in The Rise of Skywalker is not Palpatine's. It actually belonged to a Sith King. And that's exactly who they want Keanu Reeves to portray in this new Star Wars trilogy that's going to have a lot more darker themes than ever before, and it's also going to be something quite original for Star Wars fans to actually experience. So, it all makes sense now as to why they want to take the darker route, is because they want to actually explore other regions of the galaxy, like the unknown regions, which has a darker element to it all. And they also figure that they want to actually explore different options, right? Explore different tones of the Star Wars franchise, and how that's really going to work out beyond, you know, the sequel trilogy, beyond the entire Skywalker saga, and how this new trilogy will work in and on itself. And I think that, obviously, Keanu Reeves, you know, joining Star Wars is probably the best decision by Disney and Lucasfilm to really do this, is because, well, Keanu is a busy man. He's getting involved with a lot of movies out there as we speak. So with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No hiding on the one from night to moon.